nigga pissed. Fuck that little money, I had to get more. That what I get, can't be wifing no hoes. 1700, a million a bow. Do like them niggas, go follow me home. Told it all wait, I won't let them down long. Two to the head and a ring for at home. Sharing this shit, now who on the round? Start from Simon in my section, my mom.
Yo, it's your boy Audi World, back again with another banger. Day 18, Ysl Rico trial. This John jaw dropper. Y'all gonna tune in. I ain't gonna do too much talking. This is just my reaction to it. We going live with it.
Mr. Stillwell, Mr. Botts, and Mr. Shark, good morning, gentlemen. All right, Mr. Williams, Mr. Steele, Mr. Adams, and Ms. Renard, good morning. All right, Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Weinstein, good morning. All right, Mr. Matthews Sr. and Mr. Huey, good morning, gentlemen. All right, Mr. Nichols, Mr. Harvey, and Mr. That's it. All right, that's enough. All right, and Mr. Ryan and Misty Williams. All right, good morning. All right, ladies from the state in red.
Come on, Jules. What's up with all the joking, man?
Special day. Okay, all right. And Ms. Love, Ms. Hilton, good morning. And gentlemen, Mr. Atkins, Mr. Brown, Mr. Smith, good morning. Good morning. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Folks, we're going to go to probably about between 11:30 or thereabouts, and then we will commence, or I should say recess for today. And then consistent with the court's earlier direction, since I have unrelated business tomorrow, and then the following week I've told the MLK week, I've told the jury that we will have some administrative days for you all to take care of some other things. So we'll recommence again on the 20th.
They're slowing everything down.
Second, and I'll give them the next several weeks.
Y'all heard it?
In advance.
On the 22nd, they're going to start back, y'all.
All right.
Judge, there was one matter that Mr. Steele brought to our attention. I don't know if he intends to.
What is it?
He had intended to introduce a video. I don't know if he intends to do that today, but if he does, it's a matter that would probably be best argued outside the presence of the jury. He served it on us this morning that he intended to do that. So
how long is that video?
It's 4 minutes, maybe.
They got a 4-minute video they trying to bring in.
Okay, have you all looked at it?
Yes, we've looked at it. We contend that it is inadmissible through Mr. Stevens by Mr. Steele under 24-801 D2A.
Oh.
It's his client's video. Argued outside the presence of the jury. He served it on us this morning that he intended to do that.
Trying to get a 4-minute video in though. Put it down. Hey, everybody in the comments in the chat, look, y'all type of one if y'all want me to keep covering this thing all the way to the end. Just let me know. Let me know. Y'all come in, I get back at y'all in the comments. That's how I know what y'all like, what y'all want to see next. Y'all want me to keep covering them on it every morning.
And then it changed to 14. Oh, let me find it.
Like you reading something. I don't know him personally. I just pray for him, you know?
All right, Mr. Steele, are you trying to show this video today?
Man, he got me with the bubble goods.
Thank you.
I ain't even there.
Let's mark it, and can we pull it up so I can look at it? What exhibit are you going to mark it as, Mr. Steele?
Your Honor, that will be number 3.
Then he sitting next to the ball head, man. My job too serious.
Okay,
Mine popped up with the polka dot tie
I'm
today.
kind of annoyed with his slowness of pulling up these videos. I'm just teasing. All right, Mr. Cookwell, can you pull it up? Okay.
Okay, I can get all it.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah.
That's the judge talking about no pressure, man. What they going like today? My boy say no pressure. That was a little tilted. The camera put me on point though. Let's go.
Hold on 1 second, Mr. Cookwell. I need to get my Zoom link.
Let's see this. Nah, ain't no 1 second. Them folk finna turn up today. Them folk just had that lifestyle going. Lifestyle of banger. Lifestyle is a banger. Y'all go check that out. Real uppity joint. Pick your mood up. Get your blood rushing type song. And despite what's going on right now, and whatever situation these folks end up, getting into, putting themselves into, however it go, hey, these folks still immaculate artists. Great artists. A lot of their actions and stuff, I ain't gonna say I'm behind the artists, but 100%. But this music
Williams, 32,
that these guys make,
Correct, Your Honor.
solid.
Mr. Kokomo, go ahead and
Solid.
play it, sir.
Hey,
One time's enough, Mr. Kokomo.
I don't mean to over talk the
okay,
video,
all
but
right.
I did. I'm gonna have to
So-
go back and edit that, and I'm gonna cut
Mr.
that
Steele,
song out because I don't want no
you
copyright problems
want
from
me
these
to
people, y'all.
admit this, and what's the reason?
But there was Young Thug lifestyle that they trying to get
suppose
omitted,
You're gonna lay a foundation through Mr.
omitted in the
Stevens.
evidence. But I will cut that song out, y'all. I can't let it play like
Good
that.
morning, sir, and yes, that is true. And then, assuming that foundation is laid to this honorable court's satisfaction, and the court admits it, there are 3 things that are pertinent to this video. You will look, if you don't mind, or may remember, in overt act number 14 of count 1. You will see a photograph that the grand jury attached to that charge, and it's Mr. Williams along with Mr. Copeland. It's a Instagram posting.
They on his
allegedly,
IG post.
Mr. Williams.
They in his
Instagram
music
handle.
catalog. Know
And
they
they
been
are
in his
wearing,
closet and
shirts.
dug
If
his
you
yard
see this
up.
Video, the shirts are RG, and RG, it would be my contention, stands for Rich Gang. And Rich Gang, we're here with, an allegation of a criminal street gang, and I want the jurors, I think I'm entitled, I would like
Check.
to.
Did y'all hear
to
that?
show the jurors what
Rich
Rich Gang
Gang.
is. That is their music compilation. Number 2,
They trying to say this Rich Gang is
there
a
is a
street
lot
gang.
of red being worn in the video that has
Pay
been
attention
displayed
now. I
for
can
this
hear it
honorable
just
court,
clear
which
as
I
y'all can
believe is
hear it
number
now.
31. If I'm wrong, it's 32.
32.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Williams is not wearing red in the video. It is being worn by other people. The third reason, Your Honor, is there are 2 witnesses on the stage.
I got on a red hat. They got on red in the
Mr.
courtroom.
Brian,
It's just another
Williams.
color now.
his performing name is Birdman.
Matter of fact, I
And
love red.
Mr. And of course, I can't remember. It's Lamar.
It's a popping color. It hit.
Can't remember his first name.
Red gonna hit every time. Shoes, socks, boxers.
The
Quantus Lamar.
Red hitting.
Thank you. I apologize.
Okay, all
Also,
right.
a performer known as Rich Homie Kwan or
Somebody Rich.
RHQ. He is in that video. He's a performer.
Somebody somewhere
It will
typing, y'all.
explain Mr.
Rich
Williams'
Homie Quan, all these
relationship
names go
with
into
them.
this main case, this
And
RICO.
This is not
That
a
is
statement
wild.
as in OCGA section 24-8-801D2A,
time.
as in Elisa and Alpha, because I am not looking for this statement or these words of Mr. Williams. He is singing. There are lyrics of Mr. Williams that he is singing on this video, but these words are not for the indictment. This was also made in 2012 or 13.
This
I have to
video?
check. Yes, I have to check my notes.
All right, got all that.
Excuse me, y'all.
Why do you think that Mr. Stevens would be a better witness for a foundation rather than either Birdman or Mr. Williams or Mr. Lamar, Rich Homie Quan? If they're in the video and if they're going to be called, why wouldn't it be better to lay a
Wow.
foundation through them?
2 reasons. First of all, I believe that Mr.
Birdman, Rich
Stevens
Homie
can-
Quan,
this is
they
a,
doing some
public,
name dropping.
domain. This
Doesn't
is
make a
like-
difference if it's public or not. You still have to have some basis of like frame of reference to then kind of just lay the foundation from that. You still have to kind of oriented as to place and space. And I'm not saying that it's not admissible. It's just, I don't think that unless he has some nexus with that, I mean, then we'd be up here all the time and you'd just be showing people, oh, do you understand this? Or is this the person that we're looking at? You've got to have context. And if he can't provide context, he's not the best person to probably lay the foundation for that. I mean, he can state the obvious, but he's got no context. Much like, or different like if you have Mr. Williams or Mr. Lamar come in, they say, okay, well, listen, yeah, I'm in the video, and let me tell you, in 2012 or 13 with the foundation, this is what was going on, and here's why we're singing about, rich guy. Do you see the difference?
No.
You see the difference.
Okay. We'll have to disagree professionally on that one.
I'm not trying to disagree.
No. Look,
You're asking me a question.
I'm asking you a question, but I'm also telling you why I would probably sustain the state's objection. At this point, I think from the court's perspective, it's admissible. It's just not admissible through him.
Well, I'm going to then ask the court to reconsider for two issues. First of all, and I know every ruling is different, I'm aware of that, but the Pushing P video that is directly in the indictment, Mr. Stevens did not have any type of nexus to this. And
it was objected to, and I'm telling you,
Pushing P is in the RICO.
I'm telling you why. I as the gatekeeper are not going to continue on that line of introduction.
Then I don't want to raise a frivolous motion.
No.
That is the gatekeeper that you are going to do, and that the gate's not opening up right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just telling you. Again, I think the evidence is relevant and it's admissible for the reasons you just told me. Now, I understand that, this is the state's case in chief, and you're trying to get out what you need. He's just not the witness to do so.
Okay. Well, I also like in the court to, when I make the motion, I'm making it now, then any of the state's witnesses who are going to talk about lyrics, going to talk about videos, going to talk about photographs, they have no nexus. They are just pulling things off the internet that's in the public domain. And then if this honorable court just adopts this, or not adopts, if enforces this ruling, then I'm making a motion to exclude that evidence.
I rule on what's in front of me, okay? It's disingenuous to say that, okay? I look at what is presented before me. I try and get it right for both sides. I am not admitting or excluding evidence in a vacuum. So
he gonna do it when justice gets served.
Is disingenuous to the court.
That's what they're there for.
Look at the evidence depending upon the facts and circumstances of what I have before me. If the state has an issue with foundation, I'm gonna hold them accountable as well. And remember what I told you about the lyrics and everything else. It is dependent upon what is presented in terms of a foundation, and I believe I made that very clear when we argued that motion with Mr. Carlson. So. I'm just telling you, I believe your evidence is for a proper purpose. I just don't believe that Mr. Stevens is the right person at this time for the reasons that I've just stated. He provides no. Part of it is you have to understand. You have to know what's in what you have to know, or have some relevant basis to testify about what's in the video, or what's in the item, what's in the picture. Mr. Stevens struggled with that yesterday. He really did, and that's the court's concern. Madam, did you have something you want to say?
I do, Your Honor. Additionally, Your Honor, the requirement of Rule 801 D2A that an admission, and it does not have to be inculpatory or exculpatory, but that it be offered against a party is designed to exclude the introduction of self-serving statements by the party making them. So the state's contention is that if Mr. Williams wants to put in words spoken by Mr. Williams will have to take the stand, and he can get that in, and that he would be the proper person to get in his statements through, not someone else. That is the reason that we are objecting.
I, as strenuous as I've ever been before a court, disagree. I am not using these lyrics or statements for any type of truth of matter. I am not. I am showing what I told the court. The lyrics, as everything, are not taken for truth. So 801 D2A is not a statement as the state is trying to make. They want to say any utterance by Mr. Williams is some sort of self-serving statement. That is not true. There's nothing self-serving.
It's still a statement.
It has to be self-serving, and it has to be
non-hearsay. No, it's got 801. A statement means an oral or written assertion or nonverbal conduct of a person if it's intended by the person as an assertion. So oral or written assertions is very broad under 801A.
Well,
Mr. Steele, I mean, you can identify it. I'm telling you how I'm probably going to rule at this point in time. And if that's your desire, I'm going to tell you that I'm not going to admit it at this time, but however, that I'll reconsider it depending upon who else testifies.
so noted.
Okay, all right. Let's go ahead, and unless there's anything else, we're going to call for our jury. Sorry, Ingram?
Yeah, I ain't want to overtalk the judge, but while y'all checking this out, because this is information, before you get out here and go do something, just know, man, these people get up 7 days. Not 7. They get up 5 days a week with this
And can we get Mr.
judicial
Williams,
stuff, but
please? I'm sorry.
this their job.
Mr. Stevens, please.
It's somebody's job to make sure justice served, the police, the lawyers, the DA. You gonna see how professional these folks look? So before you do something, just know this is on your back when it happen now. Think before you speak, think before you do something. Take your time. YOLO, you only live once. Not saying like he just finna go down with a crumble, just think, man. Think. Let's be thinkers. This ain't no award ceremony. You're passing out awards, but you don't want these. Nice sweater, Thugger. I'm not a mind reader. Mine just want to go home, see his kids, take a little nap. Eat a half cold sandwich, just real life, real. Maybe scroll through the TV, walk outside. I want to be free. As did the rest of, whoever else locked up on this case. See my guy in the back, bald, smiling. He going home tonight to Katie. Yeah, you gonna have a night on. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? You getting text while you in court. I'm waiting on you. I can't wait till you finish at work. Facts, y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. All right, thank you, Sergeant Ingram.
Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, good morning.
Ysl Tick.
All right, we're going to continue with our current examination. Mr. Stevens still on the road, sir.
Ain't no cheese here.
I should say, I'm sorry, Mr. Steele, you may continue with your examination, sir.
A tick in here. Could have brought out that sharp cheddar.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Stevens, do you know, are you familiar with music produced by and performed by a group of people they call themselves Rich Gang? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You do?
Okay. And
you do.
have you ever seen any merchandise or merch, as you call it, the symbol for Rich Gang. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Can you explain to the ladies and gentlemen, jury, what it looks like?
That's my cash out at the bottom of the screen, y'all. Y'all want to see any type of donation to the channel, anything to help the channel, that's the cash out at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and sub to the channel, y'all. We're going to 100K this year. We're going to work, we're going to grind daily. Let's go. Let's get back to this.
For the ladies and gentlemen, jury?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask someone to find that picture while we continue, if that's okay. Thank you, Mr. Sharp. We'll come back to that, okay?
Teak, why ain't nobody get you a little brush or something?
What is, tell the ladies and gentlemen, jury, what
The
is
oil in
Rich
it,
Gang?
man.
Some of them may not know.
A music label. Music label.
I couldn't hear you.
A music label.
Okay. And do you know the members of Rich Gang?
Nah.
That's fine.
You knew the members of the
All right, we're gonna come
YSL
back to
gang.
that then.
I thought you were familiar.
I'd like to show you. Did you ever see in GQ magazine? Do you ever see Jeffrey in that magazine?
Yes.
I want to show you again, and
Oh,
I've shown you
check.
the color pictures yesterday, but I'll just
I'll do my job
show
though.
you what I've already marked, and that's where we stopped yesterday. This is Mr. Williams, number 25. '26, 27, 28.
Your Honor, the state has the same objection.
Tick, close your mouth, Tick. I ain't even asking you nothing right now. Close. Close your mouth. Or you let something just run out on the accident.
Context?
May I approach?
You may, sir.
May I approach you?
Yes.
I'm showing you what has already been marked as 25 of Mr. Williams, all the way up to 28, okay? You can spread them out or look them individually.
1 second.
Have you looked at them?
I think these one from yesterday.
Yes, okay. Are you familiar with those photographs, and I could show you them in color again if you need to, being from the GQ magazine that you've seen?
Yeah. Yeah, this one.
Okay, what number is it?
28.
Number 28, how about the other numbers? We'll just go one by one.
I know this one for sure.
Okay, you don't know
What's
these?
this one? Which
28.
28? Okay.
How about the other three? You don't remember? That's fine. Okay. Your Honor, I move for the admission. It's going to be colored. It's not the black and white that's in front of Mr. Stevens of Mr. Williams, number 28.
Any objection to Williams 28?
Your Honor, for the reasons that I made yesterday, as to 28, the state,
Can I see 28, color one,
Yes.
please?
Can Mr. Kokomo approach with his computer?
Are you going to admit a color photo?
Of course.
Okay, all right.
And John looked up
Let me
here on
see it.
cam.
Show it to, Mr. Kokomo, show it to Ms. Love, please. First. Okay, all right, just. hand
That
it
was
to Mr.
nonchalant as hell.
Burns. It's not the same, Mr. Steele. You might want to take a look at what you have.
Kokomo, can you just adjust it?
Well, I advanced it to 20, yeah. See, that says.
That's not it, Mr.
Is
Kokomo.
that 26 or 20?
Mr. Kokomo, just look at that picture that matches.
Hey, we're in a photo of somebody.
Which one is it that you want to show him, 26 or 28?
Whatever the correct one that Mr. Stevens
Okay,
identified.
that one, that's the one? Okay.
It look like a 8.
Okay, it's 26, actually.
My boy said it look
All
like.
right, okay, show that to me.
Hey, you remember? He keeping up hard and y'all keeping up.
It look like an 8 then. No, I'm saying it looked like an 8.
It did,
Yeah.
but mine was like a 6.
Yeah, he was 6.
For the record, it is 26, not 28,
That's correct.
and my handwriting confused everyone.
All right,
Try to slip one through.
let me pose a couple questions. Mr. Stevens, how do you know about the photo in Defendant Williams 26?
Like, anytime I used to like hear or see anything about a magazine with him in it, knowing that's somebody I grew up with, I go check it out because it was like the magazine big. So yeah, I recall checking a lot of stuff out that was like magazine wise.
Okay, and it's your testimony that you have seen or you saw this particular picture in, you said GQ magazine?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Any questions based on the court's one?
State does not have any objection to number 26.
26, I should say. I'll admit 26, and it may be published as you, Defendant Williams 26, it may be published as you see fit.
Hello?
Mr. Stevens, you remember this from GQ magazine?
Yes.
You remember it being in 2016?
I don't remember the date, but I remember the magazine.
I couldn't hear you.
I don't remember the date, I remember the magazine though.
And do you remember this being a highlight on Jeffrey in GQ magazine?
Yeah.
And were there, I know you don't remember, but were there other pictures? I'm not saying you remember them, but do you remember other pictures?
I remember that particular picture.
Okay. And it may be obvious to some, but what color is Jeffrey wearing in the shirt?
Blue,
And white?
blue and white,
Okay, and how about the
You
pants?
telling them the color, I know.
blue.
Okay. You can take it down, Mr. Kokomo, and thank you so much. I'm going to show you what's been already marked and I believe admitted into evidence 12U. May I approach
Day
Your Honor?
18, y'all.
And if, Your Honor, I don't have this on
Oh, damn,
my
no, it's gonna be
upload.
blue.
Can I, show it to the jurors just by passing it around in a moment? That would be great.
Okay.
Mr. Stevens, is that the photograph that you were referring to earlier when I was asking you a question about Rich Gang?
Yes.
And does Rich Gang have a lot of different, if you know, merchandise that they wear and sell?
Yes.
Is this what you're wearing in 12U states is the exhibit number?
Yes.
And is that just one type of Rich Gang merch or merchandise?
Yes.
Okay. I believe that the state is going to put it so the jurors can see. And just for the jurors' memory, who else is in that picture with you?
In the middle, Shannon Stillwell, and then my far left is Antonio Sledge.
And those are people you identified already?
Yes.
Okay.
Finger pointing tick.
Are you saying that
Double
Rich
up.
Gang in any way is any type of criminal street gang who
I don't
does
think that was my
crime to
audio,
further the
y'all.
interests of
That's
the
the
gang?
court.
Outstanding.
What? Do you have any knowledge that Rich Gang is anything other than a music group?
No. No.
Do you know who Birdman Williams is, Brian Birdman Williams?
Yes.
Was he a member of Rich Gang?
Yes.
And is he a known performer, musical performer?
Yes.
And if you know,
Talking about
does he
Bird in
done
the jump.
work with
What Birdman say?
Nicki Minaj, if you know,
Yes.
Drake, if you know?
Yes.
Is he also a producer of music,
Why is all these folks' names?
a record label?
Why is all these folks' names being implemented? They name going on
Yeah, a
paper.
lot of things from my understanding. I don't know, like, specific.
How about Lil Wayne? Did Mr. Brian or Birdman Williams, did he have an association with Lil Wayne?
Yes.
Did he raise Lil Wayne, if you know?
I sustain.
Man, I ain't know who the man right.
Did he promote Lil Wayne's career, if you know?
Yes.
And is that what you were saying earlier about Jeffrey wanted a record label to sing about YSL, Cash Money Records? Is that what Birdman Williams and Lil Wayne sang about?
Objection, compound.
I sustain the question.
Did, from your listening of Lil Wayne's music, did he sing about Cash Money Records?
Yes.
Is that the record label of Brian or Birdman Williams?
Yes.
Also, in Rich Gang, is there a gentleman, if you know, part of that group named, I'm going to give you the stage name, the performer's name, Rich Homie Quan?
Yes.
And is he also...
I bet Slim sitting back like I told y'all to sit
And
back.
is Jeffrey Williams,
Slim sitting back
or
so
Young
hard.
Thug, part of Rich Gang?
On me.
Yes.
And the three of them got together, and that's what Rich Gang is, true?
Yes.
And that's the musical group.
Yes.
And you're wearing, and it's now here, and thank you so much, Ms. Hilton, 12U, states 12U is on the screen. And is that one of the merchandise that Rich Gang sells to promote their musical gang,
Yes.
musical group? And it says Rich Gang, right?
Yes.
Okay, and there's 5 stars, right?
Yes.
You went through all this already.
Yes.
All right, you can remove it, but thank you so much.
They got you, Tick.
With regards to Mr. Williams, number 24, that we were discussing yesterday, may I approach you?
You may.
Let me see. What you saw yesterday for a long time. And it was sent to you, so. Thank you. May I approach you, Mr. Stevens?
Yes.
Just do me a favor, just look at this, and it's, I can show you in color if you need
I
it.
might say just do me a favor. It might doing you a bunch of favors.
Yes.
That's number 24, I believe, Mr.
You
Williams.
need a favor done. Ask my boy up there and they tell me
My
your
handwriting
favor.
good enough? Is it number
My
24?
name's Stevens.
What'd you say?
My name's Steve, Mr. Stevens.
What, I said it, Mr. Williams, exhibit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I write Mr. Williams, number
I
24.
thought that was... Can I ask my attorney a question, sir?
Say again?
Can I ask my attorney a question? Get my water from outside?
Yes, sir.
Water is
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Is that what you need? Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
My bad.
No, that's fine. Can I ask you some question about Mr. Williams, number 24?
Boy, need that agua to keep
Do you
talking.
recognize
Agua.
the people in that photograph, in the exhibit?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where that exhibit, where that photograph was taken?
No.
Okay. All right, then we're going to move on. You can just leave it there unless it bothers you. I would like to ask you a couple of questions.
I'm gonna fight him with a piece of plastic for 5 minutes. I'm fucking these boys up.
About exhibit number 30, which I'm going to mark right now.
You want to read out?
You may. Okay.
Somebody finna approach the judge.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
You don't need no Italian beef and Pepsi? You don't need no Italian beef with that? Huh? And y'all don't think I'm on his back. I ain't put him where he at. It's just my reaction. Day 18.
May I approach, sir?
I ain't gonna lie, them all fire.
Yes, sir, you may. May I approach, sir?
If they were paying me,
I'm showing you what I've marked as Mr. Williams, number 30. Just take a peek at that, if you don't mind. Tell
I
me
promote these joints. These joints so
if you
fire.
recognize that document.
What's the name on it? Yeah, Charlotte, Sour
Have I
Bite,
seen it before?
Heinz, Sears.
Nah, but I'm familiar with what it's saying still, though.
Well, the judges.
You probably familiar with whatever they put in front of your face,
Let's
sir.
start. You may have answered the question. Have you seen that on Instagram previously?
B-boy.
No, not previously.
We'll move on. Number, I'd like to show you what I'll mark is Mr. Williams, number 31.
Rich Homie Quan, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Baby, Wayne. I ain't in none of these folk business, but just show me the relevance. Show me what all this for, man.
May I approach you, sir?
You ain't finna tell me Nicki Minaj is banging.
31. Take a look at that. Tell me whether you
I ain't finna paint that
recognize
picture.
that exhibit.
Do I know who it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
And have you seen photographs of that person before?
Yes.
And is what's in exhibit number 31 accurate to your understanding of how that person looks?
Yes.
And is it have any modifications or changes from what you know that person looks like?
No.
Does that, Mr. Williams, number 31, accurately show the person depicted therein?
Yes.
And who is that person?
Lil Wayne.
Okay. Your Honor, I move for the
Name
admission of
dropper.
Mr. Williams, number 31.
Any objection to defendant Williams 31?
Your Honor, I just asked whether the witness has actually seen
Both
that
top
portion
witness.
of
Right here, y'all looking at them.
person's body that is depicted in defendant's 31 before.
Right underneath that tummy heel figure the whole time.
In other words,
Big Y.
what he's seen from the-
Big Y. Big Y.
Thank you, sir.
Boy, got access. Here, Judge.
Here. You want to ask me one more foundation of what's in the picture, so.
I believe the foundation has been laid, Your Honor.
Then I'd ask to voir dire the witness.
Oh, you done did the hard part.
You need to lay a little more foundation.
Everything down here, not see.
There's.
What's that little song
there's
them
in the
kids
picture,
watching?
He's not.
I mean, not
spoken
song.
about, so that.
Yeah, the
that
song to
would
be playing while the movie. Oh, come on. Let it go.
And Mr. Williams, number 31, is Mr.
All you gotta
Carter
do.
or Lil Wayne wearing a shirt?
No.
You play with them folks, not Tick, you going to jail a long time.
Of Mr. Carter or Lil Wayne not wearing a shirt in the past.
Yes.
Okay. And have you seen videos of Lil Wayne or Mr. Carter not wearing a shirt during performances?
I'm going back to a movie. That was my mind. A movie.
That's
The
fine.
movie he was in.
Okay. And on the totality, you said that you followed Lil Wayne a lot, right?
Yes.
What Lil Wayne got to do with that
And is it
Rico?
like Jeffrey, where if he's in
Enlighten
something,
me.
you are interested in looking at it?
Yes.
All right. And does
me
Mr.
out.
Williams, number 31, without the shirt of Lil Wayne, does that accurately depicts just means show, what Lil Wayne looks like?
Yes.
Okay, with all the tattoos.
Yes.
And you accurately, on your oath, recognize that?
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor, I move again.
All right, any further objection, madam?
No, Your Honor.
All right, defendant Williams 31 is admitted to be published as you see fit.
Okay, I just want to go through some of these. You have it
Please,
in front of you
L,
if it helps.
baby.
It's on the screen too, but you can
Please
use the
say the
exhibit
baby.
in front of you if that helps. I want to go through some of the items that's shown in number 31. Now, this is the same person that the jurors have been heard about through your testimony a lot. Is that fair to say? The person that you really like?
Yes.
The artist? And do you know his real name to be Dwayne Carter?
Yes.
And this is the same Mr. Carter you spoke about, who was under and worked with Brian Birdman Williams.
Wayne the
Is that
GOAT.
the same person?
Yes.
All right.
Wayne the
Now,
GOAT in his
on
mirrors.
this picture, Mr. Williams, number 31, do you notice any
Wayne been here, GOAT.
tattooing of the face of Lil Wayne?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have tattoos on your face?
Yes.
And does Mr. Williams or Jeffrey?
Yes.
All right. Now, I'd like to specifically talk, if you don't mind, about the neckline of Lil Wayne. You see it in Mr. Williams, number 31. Can you identify or see whether this is correct? Do you see some stars around the neckline?
Yes.
And how many stars do you count?
5.
And how many points are on the stars?
5.
And what color are the stars? And there may be multiple colors. You can name them all if you want. But what's the predominant color, if you think there is one predominant?
Red.
All right. Now, this gentleman is an entertainer. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And by entertainer, he does movies, right?
Yes.
He does social appearances like you went to go see him at he wasn't performing, but he's just appearing at a club, right?
Yes.
He does clearly music, fair to say?
Yes.
And he's one of the icons of music, is that fair to say?
Yes.
And he's been like that since he's been a child. Is that true?
Yes.
And
he's still like that
You know all
today?
it take?
Yes.
And
all
do
it-
you know, if you don't know, that's fine, but do you know that he was born in the early 1980s?
I don't know about that.
Do you know if he's older than you? How about that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if he's older than Jeffrey?
He knows some stuff.
Would you agree that he's approximately, and if you don't know, just say I don't know, a decade or 10 years rather, older than you and Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Okay. And he
Oh,
is
you know.
already well-known, famous, and popular for music and other
I'm done.
entertainment by the time you met Jeffrey in about 2007. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Booker T probably blew his head.
When he has
Pushing.
these stars around his neck, he also sings in some songs about gangs. Is that true?
Oh, they trying to put him in the bag.
Yeah, neighborhood and stuff. Yeah.
And that goes to entertainment as well, right?
Yes.
And his videos show things like red hats, 5-point stars. He sings about that. He shows it, right?
Yeah.
It's entertainment, right?
Objection, Your Honor, speculation.
Just jump on.
Is it entertainment to you?
Your Honor, objection, relevance, and speculation as to the meaning or significance for.
I sustain the objection, Mr. Steele.
Do you know whether Lil Wayne has ever won awards for his music and entertainment?
Objection, relevance.
I sustain the objection.
Do you tell
What
the
does
ladies and
awards
gentlemen
got to do with
jury
anything?
if it's part of, in your viewpoint, the American culture, this type of songs about gangs, 5-point stars, etc.?
Objection, relevance,
It's a-
speculation,
It's this.
I
foundation.
sustain the objection.
Do you know other artists who also have tattoos of a bee with a red colored in?
Yes.
Do you know other artists? And we can say actors
Booker
and
T a deal now.
professional sports people who show gang signs. What you know to be gang signs.
They do movement of their hands,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Don't
You said
drop
they
the
do
info.
movement with their hands.
You talking?
Right? Okay. And have you seen sports figures, professional sports figures,
Hold up.
basketball, football, baseball? Have you seen them go like this with wiping their nose?
Yes.
On
Yeah.
national TV?
Yeah.
Have you seen at the Super Bowl performers playing and doing C's for the Crips?
I stand the objection.
Have you seen tennis players? Do you know who Serena Williams is?
Yes.
Have you seen her at Wimbledon doing what's called a Crip Walk? Do you know what a Crip Walk is, first of all?
I don't watch tennis.
Okay.
You got out of there.
All right.
Might say Serena Williams. Crip walk.
Thank you, Mr. Kokomo.
Cut it. Cut it.
Through your understanding of your consumption, that
People
means
be
what
watching.
you learn about, what you see, what you attracts you, your interest, is gang culture promoted via entertainment?
Yes.
You ever hear of the expression a studio gangster?
Yes.
That what the industry built
Tell the
off
ladies and
of.
gentlemen, jury, what that means.
A museum full of them.
Somebody who rapping about, we're in the studio talking about gangster stuff.
And that's for entertainment, right? It's for promotion.
Yeah.
Sustain.
Do you know who LeBron James is?
Hold up.
Who is, tell the ladies and gentlemen, jury, who LeBron James
Hold up.
is.
NBA player.
Okay. And have you seen him do the wiping of the nose and say slime?
Ooh.
Nah.
Y'all gonna put that on LB? Y'all gonna put LB in the
I'd like to show
Rico?
you what I'm going to mark as Mr. Williams number 3-1, I believe.
Already have that one. 31. 31 was it.
31. May I approach 1 second, Your Honor?
I can't smoke on screen, y'all. Bad for advertising. So
See what I marked as 31. Thank you, sir. Thank you. For
anything that hurt that pocket, I ain't with it.
I messed up your number. Okay. I'm going to show you what I'll mark as Mr. Williams number 30.
Hand it to me.
$33.
Poe brought on LeBron James, Serena Williams, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Wayne, Birdman, Rich Homie Quan. Tick say he know all them people. What kind of looks great?
May I approach?
You may, sir. Yeah.
May I approach you, sir? This is
All
number
eyes on
33.
Tick.
Mr. Williams, just take a look at that, orient yourself to it. And now I'm going to ask you similar questions. Tell me if you recognize it.
Yes.
And how do you recognize what is marked as Mr. Williams number 33?
I recognize the Instagram name, the place, and the two people that they referring to.
And have you seen this on Instagram when it came out or thereabouts? If you remember.
No, I don't know. May have.
Oh,
Understood.
you remember?
On the date that it came out, do you see the date at the very bottom?
Yes.
You're not in custody yet, right? Remember you told the jurors you were in custody about October 2014?
Yeah.
So this before October 2014?
Yes.
Do you know if you went to this event, if you can remember?
No, I don't know.
Okay. From your seeing this, have you seen this item that was put on Instagram by the person who put it on? Have you seen that before? Have you seen this before?
Man, it's a flyer. I've seen several flyers, so may have.
One more time.
It's a flyer promoting, so I may have.
You're not sure? Or
No, I mean I may have.
You may have.
I've seen a lot of flyers.
Okay. Well, with that, Your Honor, I'm going to move for the admission of number 33.
He said he may have, he doesn't know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sustain the state's objection.
All right, let me show you number 34. May I approach?
You may, sir.
May I approach you?
Yes.
I'm showing you Mr. Williams, number 34. Tell me if you recognize that.
Yes.
And how do you recognize number 34?
The person who in it?
Look, I'm
Have you
into
seen it
it.
before?
Yes.
Have you seen it on social media, on your Instagram?
Yes.
And is it true and accurate? What that means is, are there any changes that you can say that, hey, this doesn't look right? Or does it look the same?
No.
Which one? I asked you two questions. It looks the same or
It's the same.
same?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I move for the admission, and I believe it's number 34.
Any objection to defendant Williams 34?
No objection.
All right, defendant Williams 34 is admitted and may be published as you see fit.
Okay.
Look again.
Do you recognize and it's not.
Oh, this is exhibit
the
34
photograph
that
got
they're
cut off,
speaking
I
of.
believe. If I'm wrong, you could use the photograph of number 34, but otherwise what's on the screen is the exhibit as well. Do you recognize at the very top what that says?
Yes.
What is that?
My Instagram name?
Okay. And is that also called an Instagram maybe handle?
Yes.
All right. And who, if you know, is Thugger1 at the very top?
Jeff.
Okay. And does that mean
man, by a
that
government.
someone or Jeffrey put on his Instagram account this photograph?
Yes.
All right. And I'd like to go through the photograph with you if I may. If you can blow it up, if it doesn't distort. Okay. Now, you said you see Jeffrey. Is he the gentleman in the very front?
Yes.
And
Who
what
they
is he
take
doing
you
with
from
his
the
finger?
top of the game and kick you at the bottom of the
Or his right finger.
totem pole?
Put it on his nose.
Okay. And
Might sound
is
like a
that
little kid.
something
Put it
that
on
you've
your
seen
nose.
other entertainers, like you told the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, doing?
Yes.
And have you seen fans do?
Welcome to the
I'm about to
University
cut
School
one.
of Jackson, where every day is an
I
adventure.
could. It won.
Here, we don't just learn.
When Jeffrey, he's wearing some sort of, I'm going to say hat. Is that fair to say?
It's yes.
All right. Now, I'd like you to look at Jeffrey's center of his chest. Do you see the white shirt with a pendant at the lowest part on the shirt, like the chest area?
Yes.
And tell the ladies and gentlemen jury what that pendant says.
YSL?
Okay. And is that Jeffrey's record label?
Yes.
And is that what he promotes all the time?
Yes.
Is that what he sings about?
Yes.
Is that what he does videos about?
Yes.
Is that what he does social media about?
Yes.
Talks about all the time.
Yes.
Do millions of people around the world also chime in on this, on YSL?
Yes.
Okay. And if you know, is YSL have employees? If you know. If you don't know, say I don't know.
Yes.
Do they pay taxes?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't folks that Rico.
Are they owned by a publicly traded company? I may have asked you that yesterday.
You did.
Okay, I don't remember your answer. I'm going to move on, okay?
Do they have
Yeah,
employees?
yeah, I said I didn't know if somebody bought it or not.
Okay, that's fine. All right, now, if you look at, do you recognize the gentleman in the picture to the right?
Am I right? Yeah.
Yeah, it would be it would be like looking at the pictures on the right.
Yes.
You see where Mr. Kokomo kind of centered a little bit?
Yes.
Tell, ladies and gentlemen, jury, if you know who that person is.
A movie star?
Okay.
Entertainer?
That person's in movies?
Yeah.
Have you seen that person in movies?
Yes.
Do you know him by the nickname Little Meech?
Yes.
Okay. If you look to the gentleman to the left,
No comment.
kind of underneath Jeffrey's right arm, you see that person that Mr. Kokomo is kind of trying to center?
Yes.
Do you know who that person is?
Not by it.
One more time, I couldn't hear.
Nah.
Okay.
But by reading the caption, I know who it is.
Okay, well, if that refreshes your memory and helps you, then that's fine.
You can answer.
Who is that person?
The person who he referring to on the caption, he telling them what's up.
Okay. Do you know who that person is?
If that's what he's saying on the caption, it looked like he's speaking to both of them. So yeah.
Okay. We're going to get to the caption now then, okay? We'll might as well do that. Mr. Kokomo, can you just scroll down on Mr. Williams' number 34, if you don't mind? And this is the caption you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. And this says, we'll just go through it all if you don't mind.
I head in the
See
way,
at
y'all.
the
My
top
fault.
line, it says
Couldn't check on these
right by
clothes. 1 second.
King, Joffi, Joker,
Yeah.
and 328,000 plus others. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it says Thugger 1, Michi, and Buka, what's up, peace, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And does that line, what you were referring to, that helps you understand who that person
Yes.
was under Jeffries? Tell ladies and gentlemen who that person is.
Buka.
Okay. And who is Buka, if you know? What does he do?
He worked for the label.
Okay. View, then it says view, the next line, I'm just looking at it, it says view 2,057 comments, you see that?
Yes.
Some people may not know what that means, just tell, if you know, tell the ladies and gentlemen what that means.
2,000 plus people commenting.
Okay, they could write comments on this?
Yes.
This is public domain, right?
Yes.
Okay, and by
hope
that,
y'all
I mean
caught
it's
it.
out in the public, on the internet.
While I was gone.
Probably, yeah.
Now that date, if you don't mind, December 31, 2021, you see that?
Yes.
Is that about the time that you know that Pushin' P, the song, was
Pushin'
being
P.
released?
Yes.
And then
Pushin'
when Jeffrey,
P.
or whomever, wrote, what's up, P's in blue, right? Is that true?
Yes.
And P only comes in an icon, if you know, on Instagram in blue. Is that true?
Yes.
And then P's, if you know, stands for Pushing P, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you know.
All right.
Oh, he know.
That's it. Thank you, Mr.
He know.
Kokomo. I'd like to show you what I'm going to mark.
I know the folks tired sitting up in the chair.
Number 35.
I hope they don't run into that.
While the state is looking at that, with the court's permission, can Mr. Kokomo just put up the last exhibit, which is 34, if you don't mind?
34?
If that's okay with the sound court.
Yes, 34 can be republished.
Same picture.
Mr. Stevens, I'm going to approach, if the Honorable Court gives me permission,
Cool.
and show you again what's been marked and admitted as State's Exhibit number 23U. Your Honor, may I do that?
Okay. Yes, you may approach.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm going to show you this is an exhibit that's already been in evidence, and it attaches the indictment, okay? May I approach you?
Yeah.
State's number 23U.
Dogs went to bark.
If you look at the whole document.
I ain't wanted to come through on the mic.
Focus on overt act in count one, number 1155, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna look here in church eating all the candy sitting next
If
to
you see
grandma.
155,
I need all
what
that.
is the date?
We gotta be here all day. I need all the candy.
Prosecution in overt act number 155 on State's Exhibit 23U, the indictment.
December 30th, excuse me. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all.
Y'all don't forget to drop in the comment if y'all want me to keep
31st,
covering this.
Okay. And what is the date
all on
on
what y'all
Mr.
want.
Williams' number 34 at the bottom?
Ain't on there. It's on here though.
Yes, sir.
December 31st, 2021.
Same date, correct?
Yeah.
And in State's Exhibit 23U, does it discuss Mr. Williams with a finger under his nose as the allegation made by the prosecution?
Yes.
And is that similar to the picture in State's, Mr. Williams' number 34?
Yes.
And does it say, as an allegation of a crime, an overt act, in number 155, that the prosecution used that Mr. Williams is wearing a YSL chain?
Yes.
And is that the same appearance in Mr. Williams' number 34?
Yeah, I'm going to object as to the appearance. Either if he has a basis for knowing if this is the same picture.
I sustain the objection.
Is Mr. Williams wearing a YSL necklace as alleged in Mr. Williams' number 34?
Yes.
And is that the same allegation made in overt act number 155?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor, to have a basis.
I sustain the
It's
objection.
written, not whatever word you, is that written in
Let me sit up there.
23 State's Exhibit?
I ain't know I was on my boy
Count
9 the
one,
whole time.
Overt act 155.
Yes.
I've been sitting on the 9 the whole time. My
All
fault
right.
though.
Now, I'd like to show you, where I show you.
My apologies.
May I approach, sir?
Amen.
Mr. Williams, number 35. May I approach?
Yes.
Tell me, take a look at that, study it, tell me if you recognize Mr. Williams' number 35.
Yes.
And have you seen this before on social media?
Yeah.
Have you seen it on your social media account?
Yes.
And does number 35 of Mr. Williams have any type of changes or modifications or amendments to it? That means, has it been changed since you saw it originally on your Instagram?
No.
Is it identical or seemingly to your memory identical as what you saw when it was originally posted on the social media
Yes.
platform Instagram?
Yes.
Your Honor, I am moving for the admission of Mr. Williams' number 35, if that's okay with the Honorable Court.
If this is the same photograph, I'm just wanting to confirm whether this was not one that was already admitted.
Do you want to consult or confer with Mr. Steele?
Sure.
It was not admitted.
You want to talk about this?
No, the one I just showed you.
Closing it off.
No objection.
All right. Defendant Williams 35 is admitted and will be published as you see fit.
Mr. Kokomo, if it doesn't distort, can you just do me a favor and more center and make larger, enlarge the photograph? Okay. Mr. Stevens, can I ask you some questions about Mr. Williams, number 35?
Yes.
If you need to see it, it's the same thing. It's on the screen, otherwise it's in front of you. Same thing at the very top, Thugger1, you recognize that Instagram handle?
Yes.
And that's Mr. Williams or Jeffrey's Instagram handle?
Yes.
And then I'd like to go to the photograph, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Do you recognize the person in that photograph?
Yes.
And who is that person?
Jeffrey.
Okay.
You don't
And
know if
is
he's Jeffrey or Thug.
wearing,
You just gonna all
Or
information.
is he looking at something?
Yes.
And what does it appear to be looking? What does he appear to be looking at?
His phone?
Okay. And then someone took a picture?
Yes.
All right. With regards to Mr. Williams, number 35, I'd like you to focus on the chest area of Mr. Williams. You see over the white and black shirt, you see a pendant?
Yes.
And what does that pendant say on it?
YSL?
And is that similar to what you described earlier?
Yes.
And is that something that Jeffrey all the time promotes for his business?
Objection, Your Honor. One compound, two speculation. You can't speak to this.
I stand the objection.
Is that something Jeffrey all the time promotes?
Yes.
And is that his record label?
Yes.
Does he sing about it?
Hold on. Basis.
Speculation as to what Mr.
Yeah,
Williams
I'll
is
stand the
intending to do.
objection, Mr. Steele.
Okay. Is that what Jeffrey sings about, those YSL?
Yes.
And is it his record label?
Objection, Your Honor, again, as to the state of mind of Mr. Williams and what he intends to convey.
I stand.
I'm not asking for a state of mind, I'm asking for a fact. Is YSL Mr. Williams' record label?
Yes.
Your Honor, the fact that YSL is a record label owned by Mr. Williams.
I would object to speaking
Okay, all right,
objections.
both of you. I'm going to sustain the objection. Let's move on, Mr. Steele.
All right. I don't know if Mr. Kokomo, can do it, but you see on the right shoulder, if you can make that larger, Mr. Kokomo, thank you very much. Do you see a tattoo with a, what I would say a B and a red color? Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. And is that similar to tattoos that you've seen other artists have?
Yes.
And do you know specifically when Mr. Williams got that tattoo?
This shit went down bad.
I'd like you to then go down. Mr. Kokomo's going to have to make this smaller. And that we'll go to the words at the bottom. You see the first line of words, liked by, I'll say, Lil Meech, BMF, and 311 plus thousand other people?
Yes.
And that's the same explanation you gave the jurors?
Yes.
People can like things or dislike things?
I had to bend down so y'all could see what the
And then
screen
it says
say.
the
I
next
don't
line,
want
Thugger
my big
Thugger
head
one.
ass be in front of the picture.
Penis, quote unquote, the
I think go this way so I couldn't.
right?
All right.
And
I
then
follow y'all.
view comments.
So it'll be
that's
way
what you
over here
described earlier.
sundown
People
where-
can comment.
Yes.
And that could be strangers, right? Fans, whatever. And this is February 12th, 2022. If you know, if you don't know, say I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't know what year it say. February 12th though.
Okay.
It got to be 2022
Why do you say it has to be 2022?
because that's when the whole. That's when he was
I
promoting.
don't want to be
the
cutting no
song.
information off. Y'all like, damn, I ain't
And we're
move.
gonna
I
do
can't see.
something Now
Make sure I
to
got
assist
out
on
the
that
way.
too. Can you use that indictment, which is 23U, should still be in front of you?
My apologies,
And if you can turn to override
everybody.
number 168, if you don't mind.
He said in front of the whole screen, the whole script. My apologies.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
And what
If I was
date
cutting it off.
is the prosecution alleging in count one, overt act number 168?
Same Oh, February 12, 2022.
Okay. Same date, February 12th, 2022, correct?
Yeah.
And then in that allegation, do you see where the prosecution alleges the YSL, the chain,
Yes.
as an overt act?
Yes.
And that Jeffrey has a B on his right shoulder. That's the crime overt act, right?
Right.
Anything else in there that I missed? Because I'm not looking at the indictment.
Anything else, Tick?
No.
That's everything?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Kokomo.
Expert witness.
Have you seen, we talked about LeBron James. Have you seen him promote and advertise going around to his teammates and doing the wiping of the nose and saying slime? Have you seen that?
Ooh wee.
Yeah, I sustain the objection.
And I already know you don't want
Have you
LB
seen
naming
LeBron
them.
James do a video, put out a video, wiping nose saying slime to his teammates?
I seen LeBron James. He got a different handshake for each player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Describe-
to non-responsive.
Yeah, I sustain the objection.
Describe what you remember seeing LeBron James doing when you say he has a different handshake for each player.
An objection to relevance.
It'll be relevant in a minute.
We.
I will tie it up in a moment.
All right, can you answer the question, Mr. Stevens?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
What do you remember LeBron James doing with each individual teammate that you described? And
Not
tell the jury.
LeBron, man.
He do a lot of stuff. He do a lot of stuff.
Did one of them include wiping nose saying slime? If you remember, if you don't remember, it's okay, Mr. Stevens.
I mean, LeBron may have did it.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm going to see
I'm
if we
finna
can
call
refresh your
LB.
memory. With your permission, can Mr. Kokomo show Mr. Stevens, outside the presence of the jury, a video?
Go ahead.
Can you all come on up for a second, please?
I know we ain't just do that. Chat. I know these folks didn't just ask Tick, head of the witnesses, all witnesses. Have you ever seen LeBron do the wiping of the nose? And the mind like, yeah, he might have did that. OMG. Yeah, he don't look too That's crazy. That's crazy how LeBron name done been brought up a couple times and now insinuating him doing the nose wiping. All right. I'll wrap up. Let's come back on 1 second. This live, day 18, Drake, Rich Homie Quan, Birdman, LeBron James, Serena Wiliams, crip walking, all they been brought up today. Today, throwing up C's at the Super Bowl has been brought up today. They saying entertainment purposes only. Everybody on the phone, everybody in the earpiece. I know y'all like what's on his mind. I'm like that 21 Savage song. A lot. A lot. A lot. Where Lucha at? We're gonna have to cover Lucha. If y'all want me to keep covering this, and I'm just gonna do it beyond myself, though. I'm covering Lucha, John. Free Lucha. I ain't on no side. I don't play both sides, but I ain't on no side. I like the music. I don't know these individuals like real life, so there ain't no side to it. Now I was finna get off into who better than who, and I'm gonna leave that alone. You make it somewhere in life, I say you're great. I don't care if you ended up with a mom and a pop and you ain't had none from the beginning, you're great to me. You legend status to me. All achievements. Don't none get overlooked. All achievements. Like they trying to take a little recess. They must be up there talking to the judge. LeBron name got pulled up. Them folks stopped everything. Say, whoa. Whoa. They know what they doing, though. Trust me. This was a plan. It's somebody's job. Y'all remember me saying that earlier. These folks get up every day of the week and go do that, put their suit on, and yeah. So they good at what they do. So if you're doing anything, please be the best at it. There's somebody else out here working now. I don't promote crime. I don't like thieves or none of that. If it's somebody's stuff, that's they stuff, I don't touch. My grandma taught all of us. I can't just say my grandma taught me. My grandma taught everybody that she spoke to. And ain't your leave long, leave people alone, stay out of people's business. My grandma used to sit me down. She passed now. Before I go outside, my grandma be like, ask me the same question, like who your best friend? I'm like, me. Because that's what she already had instilled in us. So before I even went outside and went around the corner and played ball, hung out, things as a child, I already knew that my best friend was myself. Well, I made sure I came home every time too. Long live grandma. Long live Lavelle. I love you. Miss you. Yeah, she always used to sit me down right on this little wood thing and tell me like, who your best friend? Me. And don't take no wooden nickels. I couldn't figure it out then. I got older. Why would I take a wooden nickel? You can't spend that nowhere. I felt them. We live and we learn. Experience, life experience, y'all. For real. I don't know how long they finna have this judge on me, but today is wild. Day 18, I ain't see this coming. I ain't see this one coming, y'all. Not LeBron James. Not Serena Wiliams. Crip walking. These folks got time. You post it on social media where it stay at. Trust me. People screen record all the time. You could go live and go to delete it. Somebody's phone was already recording you. I don't know his name, but I don't think he with the lawyers. Might be Woody or one of them other guys. I wouldn't know. Caught up in that BS. That's a fact. Young bull. I know he ain't in there too. He got a little one of them little shirts on, yup. Bull barely got her on his face. Young man going out like that. Let the Lord be with him. I don't have a son that age, but I'm telling you, he's a little older. That one that was just showing, that's somebody's kid. Yeah, I know they in grown folks court and this and that. That's somebody's kid sitting over there though. Somebody was still making sure that boy ate every day. Young man, I don't mean no disrespect now. I don't know these people. Somebody was still making sure that young man ate every day though. He still took out garbage and cut grass around the crib. Well, let us not just sit up and point finger and chastise people, right? Because we all human and we all make mistakes. We just learn as we get older. You pay for the mistakes. Young child, you go do something or get into anything, you'll get tapped on your wrist. Somebody sit you down, tell you why not to do it, and you know, as you get older, you know, you grow a little facial hair, men, you know, showing that your adolescence, growing up, you get more than a slap on the wrist. Hell, they'll lock you up. Do something right, they'll lock you up. I don't care if your baby hair growing or if your teeth ain't fell out all the way. Nowadays, I encourage my kids not to lie and do the right thing and enjoy life and just be happy. Have them focus on the stuff they need to focus on and let them kids be kids. Anything that I catch, I already sit them down and talk to them about it and let them know though. For real. I'm not gonna let my child get into a world of trouble and he don't know that he getting into a world of trouble. I'm gonna tell him. I got sons, I'm gonna tell them. Yes, you go out there and you put your hands on somebody else's stuff, yeah, you can get in big trouble. You go out there and put your hands on somebody, you can get in trouble. No, keep your hands to yourself. I bet them folks like my daddy don't want us touching nothing and nobody. I don't. It don't belong to you. Real, keep your hands to yourself. Leave people alone. Stay out of people business. Mind your own. Get you a long way. It's short grades and it's long grades out here. I'm telling you. That grade, y'all don't care how old you are. Been through some stuff in my life, but long as I've been out here, I spend so much time minding my own business. I spend so much time thinking of myself till I don't have time to worry about nobody else's business or think about them. I'm just being honest. Being honest. I'm in my own little world, living my own life. And I'm enjoying it. It ain't no pressure. Me trying to be at somebody else's expectation or doing what the masses do. That don't excite me. I like relaxing. This is a great world. I know people be saying life unfair, this and that, man. This is a great place. And you only live once. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna enjoy life. I grow food, so that's I don't know. That's everything to me. When I go to plant seeds and that food come up, We cook it and we cut it and we clean it. So I'm talking about just last year, I had never even tried to grow watermelons. I grew watermelons. And the watermelon came out so delicious. So delicious. So it's so much other stuff we can be doing out here. I mean, I done had chickens and grew chicken from an egg. Had a chicken in an incubator. I don't know. I be trying stuff. For real. Got all this time on your hand. Try something. Do something. Do something with your time. I done cleaned up the city before, planted flowers and come on now. Just learn what you like to do. And just do it. Your life stay out of trouble. Stay out of these people's courtroom. When this over with, they going on vacation. When this one over with, somebody gonna be in China, somebody gonna be Mexico, them folk going on vacation. And these guys going wherever they finna send them to. Whether it's home, prison, or wherever. That's something else I learned. I like being in charge. But you just stay in charge, you gotta, keep your hands to yourself. Leave people alone, mind your own business. Don't be trying to do what everybody else doing. As you get welled up in this system right here, you ain't in charge no more. I'm talking about literally, physically, you not in charge. Thug worth all his money, got this and that, this and that. If he wanted to stand up right now and stretch his arms, them folks finna rush him. What you doing? Hold on. He can't do that. Can't do nothing. He got people around him that he used to speaking to and everything. He can't just turn around and say nothing to them people. We should start focusing on that, y'all. Not letting nobody be in charge of us. Law-abiding citizens. I ain't say nobody perfect. But this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, y'all.
In discussing with council, I think we may have come to a point where it might be a stopping point for us for today.
Okay, so it's over for today.
As I promised you earlier.
Yeah, young men and young women, y'all get y'all life together, stay out the way.
Today, much like yesterday. So,
the world watching.
Bring Mr. Stevens back in, please.
That's it for today.
Oh, bless you.
It's day 18. We finna adjust the court and it's over, y'all.
Mr. Stevens?
Everybody laughing, they glad to leave.
Mr. Stevens, we're going to stop your examination at this point in time, consistent with my earlier directives for your examination. We're going to pick up your examination on the 22nd of January.
We're back 22nd. We'll be back 22nd.
I need you to be here for 9:30. Okay? You all right with that?
No, but I'll be here.
You might want to talk to Ms. Gladden about what happens if you don't show up, okay? So, but no, you've been really great thus far, sir. Just come back on Monday, the 22nd, for 9:30, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Please don't discuss testimony with anybody except the attorneys in this case, okay?
Yes, sir.
Or your counsel. All right, you may be excused, sir.
Oh, he going home.
Thank you, Ms. Gladden.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Well, we ain't no tick with walking around. That's deep. That boy flew up out of there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, any ministerial inquiry of me thus far? Okay, all right, so let's go through your ad nauseum admonitions. You're going to have a little bit of a break given the fact that we are going to have the King Week, and I have some other unrelated business that I have to take up tomorrow as well as a part of next week's. And also council need to have some administrative days to take care of some things, okay? I'm also trying to keep everybody healthy, which is a challenge. So I'm going to tell you as well as I'm telling them, while you're off, if you have not gotten a flu shot, if you have not had an updated COVID shot, or if you were in the category like me over a certain number of decades that needs to have an RSV shot, or you have some other type of underlying medical issue that would make it a recommendation, while we're out, go ahead and get those. Because we are, and I'll tell the lawyers the same thing, because we are going to start having the issue of people getting sick. So please go ahead and do that while we are down, and take that opportunity to do that. I'm telling you, members of the jury, as well as our lawyer lobby as well, because I want you all to stay healthy. And if you want to wear a mask, even though I'm not requiring it as of yet, you are welcome to do so at any point in time that you feel the need that you need to do so, okay? All right, so that's my PSA as it relates to your health and everyone's health, because it's all related. So if you haven't done so, please take the opportunity to do so when we're down, okay? As a way to be responsible and respectful of your neighbors. Okay. So when we're down, no research on the internet, no talking with each other, no going by the scenes and visiting anything that has been testified to in the courtroom, no looking up of any legal terms, no discussions amongst each other, as well as any third parties that may want to talk with you or attempt to talk with you about this particular case. And remember, if you should in any way be approached by any third parties that are not otherwise the court's organic staff, that you would need to let Sergeant Ingram as well as myself know immediately. While you are gone, or we're on this little bit of delay, do not take your notepads home. Leave them here in the courthouse. We'll go ahead and hand them back out when you come back on the 22nd, okay? All right. It is my goal on the 22nd as well, or that week, to update you accordingly as to the schedule. I'll try and give you like the next 2 weeks out or 3 weeks out as to our plans, if there's any down days or anything such as that, okay? All right. Any inquiry of me, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, last thing I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, is once again, and I say this on behalf of everyone, and you've probably heard me say this a gazillion times already, but it bears repeating. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the attention that you're giving the matter on behalf of everyone. And we appreciate you. So please keep doing what you're doing in terms of the admonitions. And unless you have any inquiry of me, we will see you all on the 22nd for 9:30, and once all of us are here, we'll go ahead and get started thereafter, and we'll see where next week leads us. Okay? All right. Unless you have anything with me, ladies and gentlemen, all rise.
Judge gone, I'm gone. Catch y'all again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, y'all.